Well, it is officially way too early. I've been driving for an hour. Left my house at 2:30. Didn't really do an intro there because I don't even know if I was fully awake yet. But we are at my buddy Kendall's house. We're going to be doing a cool duck hunt today, a little sea duck hunt down here in Florida. So, not something I would typically ever dream of doing. Honestly, I didn't even know it was quite possible till this year. Not that I didn't know if it was impossible, but I didn't know that it was this prevalent of a thing in Florida. Shooting some Scoters today if they'd cooperate. So, and honestly, if we survive getting out to the spot. So, we're taking some small boats out into the great big ocean. So, I'm gonna give it a whirl. It told me to be here at 3:30, but I haven't heard from anybody. So, hopefully that wasn't a typo and he meant 4:30 because I'm exhausted. So, we'll give it a shot, do the best we can, and keep you guys updated. So at this moment in the video, while editing it, I realized that all the audio with the big camera was lost. Unfortunately, and I apologize, but I don't know if the jack wasn't pushed all the way in. But we were trying to make a great video, and this is what I get, just my luck, you know. But we arrived at the boat ramp right around like 6 o'clock. We're just packing the boat up, backing it into the ramp. There's 4 of us in Kendall's boat. It's me, Kendall, Blake, and Alex. And as you can see, we're just getting in the boat here, waiting on everybody before we take off. The other boat is a mud boat there. So they're going to be leading us out into the ocean because where we were is very, very rocky. And there is a good chance that you could lose your lower unit. So once we got out there, we got set up, and these 3 guys were standing out there, Kendall, Alex, and Jeff, just waiting on the boats to come back just in case a couple ducks came in while we were driving the boats back. As I was getting stuff situated, we did end up killing one right away. I did not get it on film, and I apologize. But this is just the tender boat. You can see going out there and grabbing a duck just while we're waiting. And there it is in the dead in the decoys. Normally when we get out there, it's pink light like this, first light. Everybody doesn't tend to start shooting till a little bit later on when the sun's fully coming up. But we were seeing some birds starting to fly around pretty decently early. Nothing exciting, but a little bit earlier than we've seen in the past. This is our second time out this way, so we have a little bit under our belt, and the guys we were hunting with have hunted a couple times out this way as well. But once the sun started to come up and things started to get settled and there wasn't so many boats driving around getting set up to duck hunt, they really started to move pretty well and coming in and out of the decoys. But for some reason, when it's early light like this, they do not want to decoy right away. They're just kind of bouncing around, water hopping first thing in the morning. We did see a lot, so we were kind of excited for the day. If I remember correctly, I believe there were 6 of us, and we ended up shooting our 6-man limit, so it ended up going pretty good. You can see the guys getting into one here, but wasn't really ready for that. And to anyone who's ever hunted Scoters before, we know these things are just immensely tough. I mean, you could shoot at them all day long and hit them 4 or 5 times, and they just don't tend to die. It's a little bit harder than diver hunting, in my opinion. These sea ducks seem to have like a bulletproof vest on. But the whole setup here is just us with like 5 or 6 long lines straight out in front of the boat. We really brushed in the boat, but I didn't really think we need to. I'm just sitting on the end on the platform next to the mud motor, and they're coming right in. It doesn't seem to be anything special. They seem to see the decoys and set up right away. There's nothing too terribly hard about hunting these Scoters, specifically where we are. I'm not sure how it is in the rest of the country, but we just set up 5 or 6 long lines going straight out in front of the boat, and let the birds work. Started out here a little bit with some hen beat down and started shortly getting after them. And when we first started, the water was super shallow because we set up when the tide was at its lowest point, and throughout the morning the tide was incoming. So you can see here as we're walking out in the decoys, it's getting deeper and deeper, and a tender boat was doing a lot of work first thing in the morning to get all the dead birds we were getting after. but the tide was ripping. We were having to move decoys frequently because the weights were not grabbing the ground. Just struggling to keep everything going with how fast the tide was going. I'm not sure who's hunted a lot of the ocean, but you need a lot of weight to keep your decoys in one spot. Once the sun started coming up, we had groups of 3, 4, and 5 birds coming in at a time, and it's just worked out perfect. We could really lay into them as a group and put them down, start working our way towards our limit. It just helps when the sun's lighting up your decoys and giving the birds something better to look at. Now, I did just kind of get the audio with the GoPro, but it's hard to line it up with videos that don't have audio. So the next couple videos are just going to be short clips of the GoPro footage. So I hope you enjoy.
In the same red river, trying to drown me. It ain't knocking me down. I'm standing my ground with the whole world falling all around me.
Once again, I apologize for the audio. I really am bummed about it. I tried to get a good video for y'all, but ended up being a great day for us. We shot our 6-man limit Scoters plus a bonus greater Scott. It was overall a great day. Something I've never done before, but really enjoyed it. Actually going to put one of these on my wall. So talk to y'all soon, and until next time.